What is going on, everybody? We are back with the Sports Port powered by Downtime TV. Guys,
You won.
episode 1, we're kicking things off. I'm your host, PJ. I'm here with JPO and Matt. Guys, how we doing?
Good.
Fantastic.
Everything flowing. We got sports back. We're in prime form here.
Solid
Yeah.
Monday.
I was thinking before you guys kick it off, I was saying maybe you guys tell the people at Downtime, the world of Downtime, who you guys are, a little bit about you guys. PJ, why don't you start off real quick?
What's going on, guys? I'm PJ. I go around, produce some of the events, also appear as talent, as you guys can see today. Just happy to be back. We're talking sports.
Yeah. Tammy?
That we are.
100%. Matt, a.k.a. Tam. You'll be seeing a lot of me on Downtime. We'll leave it there. You guys will get to know Tam.
And the
Mystery.
Yeah, exactly.
the man, JPO?
Just a sports fan and an artist also.
Yeah, just an
Throw some
artist.
color on things.
At
Yeah.
JPOR.
He's got some skill.
All right, yeah,
guys.
go ahead. I just wanted people to know a little bit about you guys because this is a newer show and, they know who I am. They know the voice. I'm back
Brain-
here.
the
For
brains.
sure. Everybody knows who that voice
Oh,
is.
my gosh. Here we
Go
go.
from the Dream Street Pod.
We're going to start things off with the king himself. Up 2-0 in the series last night, game 3.
Yep.
Yeah.
Didn't go the way he probably wanted it to go.
He didn't even want to see the end of the game.
No, I mean,
Left.
the Heat really came to play last night. Jimmy Butler, triple-double, 40
Yeah.
points.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
He popped off.
Yeah, he did.
What are we thinking? You think they can come back?
Well, I mean, dude, this is the first thing I was saying to Mike, too. Like, how many times do we see a team in a series up 2-0 and then the team that's down 2-0, they get that they always win. Usually they win game 3 unless it's like so unevenly matched between the teams.
I think it has a lot to do with that, but it also has a lot to do with
And of course, like Jimmy. So.
but like the winning team that's winning the series obviously kind of lays back a little bit. I feel like not intentionally, but it just kind of happens.
They
that
have
way.
room to play with,
Yeah.
Like they have that 2-0 lead. They're okay.
They might not
essentially.
play a full game that game.
Right.
you know?
Right.
Dude, because in history, every team that's gone down 3-0 in the NBA in a postseason series has never won.
Right.
Literally 0%. So
Those aren't good numbers. And
No.
is that true, though?
No, it is true.
Oh, down 0-3, it's 0%?
0%.
Wow.
Literally.
Wow.
Look at
Those are TAM numbers. At a bar, getting a girl.
we got our own next gen stats.
Shout
over here.
out Sports Center. The 5 minutes of Sports Center that I saw yesterday. That's what they came up with.
Now Goran Dragic and Bam have not been playing the past 2 games.
Right.
Now this win also extends that series.
Yeah.
Do we see them back?
Not. I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah,
Take it.
Gorgon. No, I don't think he's coming back. But Bam is probably questionable. I think at this point because his shoulder was bothering before he got hurt in game 1.
Right.
Also.
And
So-
is it now a neck injury?
Oh, did it
Bam?
expand to his neck?
I don't. That's what I heard. That's what I heard last night. So I'm just curious.
Either way, he's an essential piece. Especially taking down the 3-headed monster they call it over there with
Yeah,
the
but how
Lakers
did-
with all the 7-footers.
Yeah. Then how?
Yeah,
But
Lakers
how did
got
they
some
lose the
towers.
first game and with all of? Well, I guess they didn't have all of them first.
They
game
got
'cause hurt.
overpowered.
Yeah.
In the sense that the Lakers are an overpowering team. They play tough defense and they could score almost at will with
Yeah.
AD and LeBron.
Absolutely.
It's like that puts a toll on you in general
Yeah.
from the start.
Yeah. And I mean, Jimmy knows too. He said in the beginning that you have to go to a LeBron James-led team. So, LeBron's been here. This is not unfamiliar territory for LeBron. We all know that.
Especially in year 17.
Yeah. I mean, this has been the LeBron decade, this past decade.
I agree.
So,
Moving on, we're going to stick with basketball, though, in the sense of Doc Rivers has a new home
Yeah.
in
Philly.
Philadelphia.
yeah.
It didn't take long.
No, he was, let go from the Clippers after underperforming year,
Yeah.
I guess
I
some
actually
will
have
say.
something for you guys. Exclusive footage. If you guys want to take a look at the TV,
dope.
I have exclusive footage of
Down-
Doc Rivers
downtime only
final.
footage.
Yeah, downtime exclusive. Doc Rivers final time with the Clippers
Here we go.
team.
Let's go.
Here we go.
already know I'm fine. Trust me, I know. But before I go, I just want to get this off my chest. That shit was not my fault. Y'all are trash. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Y'all are trash. Like, y'all are so trash. I want you to know that I'm talking to you, so I'm going to say your name. Then
Yeah,
I'm
it's
call you
great.
trash. Kawhi Leonard, you trash. Patrick
That's
Beverly,
incredible.
you
great.
trash. Paul George,
You got it. Yeah, that's it.
Paul George, listen to me when I say this. You are trash. Now, I deserve to be fired. Don't get me wrong. I'm not disagreeing with the decision they about to make. Because I left you out there for 38 minutes, I deserve to be fired. You wasn't doing shit. I've seen it all 38 minutes.
Still
Kawhi
talking to Paul
Leonard.
George.
If I see your name on another top 10 list, I'ma kill somebody. I better hear your name compared to LeBron again, or I'ma kill somebody. I don't want nobody.
Yeah, so that was Doc Rivers
Stop.
last. He's
hilarious.
Bro, I would have said the same shit.
So true.
There was nothing
They
else left to say.
no,
they
I
fucking blew
mean,
it.
they blew it.
We're
They
supposed to have an all
they were
LA
a good
conference
team.
finals.
They were a
one of
good
the best
team.
teams in the NBA. But look,
And you know what?
but so is the Bucks. The Bucks were the best record in the NBA.
Well, that
Yeah,
that
no.
attests to this whole bubble situation.
Oh,
These
yeah,
guys
yeah.
are going out there and they're balling, or as Mike would say, they're hooping.
And playing
Yes.
every
Yeah.
other day, pretty much.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Since they started,
They're on a
every
strict
other
schedule.
day.
It's like an
Very
AAU
strict schedule.
tournament.
Well, dude, remember when they first went to the bubble? They were playing games at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon and like
Yeah, AAU schedule.
random ass times. Yeah, AAU schedule.
Literally.
Yeah, exactly.
They were comparing it to like playing street ball again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when they were like kids, you know, like just messing around at the
Yeah.
courts.
Yep.
And I mean, they're playing hard. Like this
Yeah.
is probably one of the best NBA finals I've seen in a while. Like these guys are getting after it.
Yeah.
It's
Like you're
crazy.
seeing diving after loose balls.
Yeah, no, it's the gameplay. Really
Unbelievable.
good. I know this matchup too, not for anything, is like one that we wanted to see back in, like I think 2011, 2012, because I know it came out that
Kobe.
with LeBron and Kobe.
Oh, yeah, right.
In 2009, they had like
Yeah.
they had shook hands and said they wanted to meet in the finals that season.
And and Dwight.
that last year with LeBron's last year with Cleveland the first time in 2009. So and now.
So you're
LeBron's
saying
on
this
the-
one's been a long
yeah,
time
and,
coming?
and we also wanted to see Heat Lakers in 2012 when Dwight Howard and Steve Nash went to the Lakers.
Yup.
And obviously the
Yeah.
Miami had the Heatles. So now we have it, Lakers Heat, just a little bit different.
With a young, scrappy
Yeah, just-
Pitbull
It's a
Miami
whole-
team.
it's a
Prayers
whole
have
new
been
level.
answered.
Yeah.
Yeah,
LeBron's on a
sorta.
whole new level.
Yeah.
Not really, but
As soon as he finished that last series and was like, "We want the Heat," I was like, "He's in a whole different zone."
Yeah.
Let me throw a curveball here. Let's talk about the NBA real quick. The NBA after LeBron. Who steps up? Who's that next LeBron that you're going to have to, like Jimmy Butler says, go through that player-led team?
Yeah, that's
that's a
good
tough question.
I'm gonna throw a dark horse out here
Let's hear it.
because as of right now, the number 2 in jersey sales out of everybody is Luka Doncic.
I was just gonna say that.
Luka is definitely
Luka.
it.
I was gonna say Luka.
I think
That's
it
not
has to
dark
be.
horse.
I think
No,
it has to be
That's
Luka,
a
right?
front-running horse.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I see where you're coming. I see where you're coming from because
Yeah.
he's
Dark horse in the sense of
Yeah, well,
the
people-
team
Yes.
that he has at the time.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You know, because like that Mavs team is not going to be a team that when you go up against them, they're going to like blow you out every single
Right.
time.
Right.
Right.
Just because they have Luka.
right.
Like he could put up a shit ton of points
Yep.
and it wouldn't matter. Like they could still lose.
Right.
Because all these guys have like 2 stars, 3 stars.
Yep.
So in the terms of, that's what I meant in the terms of dark horse, but as a front
Well,
runner. in
you
a
know,
way.
PJ, I guess you could even say Mark Cuban is the dark horse, you know, because
Yeah.
what he does is going to be crazy, I think. And if there's anyone I trust with Luka's career right now,
Oh, it's him.
Definitely
Right.
120%. It's
Yeah.
him.
Well, dude,
Like-
and then you have Porzingis there too.
If he
That-
stays healthy.
yeah, true.
That was
dude,
his
yeah.
problem this
Yeah,
year, is that he was
Every
never
year.
on the court.
Yeah, every year,
Really,
honestly.
it's-
Like that's
been
what
league.
that's tough. You
I
know,
heard a lot with the Knicks, right? He missed a full year with the Knicks.
He did. Do you remember? I actually remember. I was at Knicks gaming event in New York City with. That's where I met Jerry Ferrara that night, and we're watching the Knicks play the Bucks. KP goes down the middle, on Giannis, all over him,
Yeah, I'm not.
broken knee, done.
Yeah, that's right. That's
That's
right.
always
He's
been
a
his
little
problem.
frail.
So, but no, that is a good. That's a good call though with Luka.
Yeah.
They just need another
what's-
big man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I told you,
Boban's gone. Like,
Dwight
probably-
Powell
he's
was
getting old.
was playing, but he got injured. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But he would have helped a lot, though. I think.
But they
He's,
need
he's
a-
just a big body.
They
Yeah.
need somebody like a Rudy
dude, they're gonna
Gobert or
get-
something.
They'll get some free agents to go there. There'll be some free agents. that
Giannis
wanna-
would be scary.
coming up.
But what
They'll
if
win.
Rudy Gobert goes there?
to Dallas?
I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there.
I mean, I
want
just
to
don't.
change the
I
scenery.
personally, dude, I just
He's
don't
up
like.
for free agency.
I don't like Rudy. Me
I
personally.
got you.
Because I just need a big that could score more. You know.
He could
plays
score,
sick
But if he's
defense,
getting
though.
rebounds and he's defensive, I mean, Luka's
I know.
got offense. You got. I mean, I know you don't like Tim Hardaway Jr.
I have
But Gobert is like
Knicks
a
blood
walking
with him.
double-double.
That contract they
You
gave
know?
him that 1 year
We
was,
signed him as a rookie.
Yeah, Seth
Let him
Curry.
go.
Seth Curry's
I
a
love.
shooter.
Yeah, I like Seth.
Seth Curry.
He's good.
He can shoot.
He's
real
good.
good. Everybody doesn't think about him because of his brother, but Seth Curry's a
I know.
shooter. He's
so
a
basically,
baller.
main point is look out for Luka and the
Yeah,
Mavericks.
I think
If,
so.
if they
yeah.
can give him the surrounding cast.
They're already setting
Yeah, I
him
think,
up.
I think
Yes,
they're I
exactly.
think they're already doing a good
They're-
job. of
But
that.
the NBA's setting him up too, as far as like
Yeah, they know.
publicizing him.
Pretty
Like
much.
they know.
he's the next great.
Well, he's unbelievable. He's been competing as a pro since he was like
13,
13,
Yeah.
16, whatever it was. Like,
Yeah.
Either way, a teenager playing against grown men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can clearly tell
Oh,
that
dude.
he is advanced.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
But
So that's
you want to know who else is advancing? Josh Allen.
Oh, we're switching sports.
I like
We're
that
gonna-
transition there.
We're gonna
PJ.
switch it up because
I haven't seen a transition
to the
like
NFL
that
we go.
in
you know
years.
That might
you
be the
know I'm
transition of
slick with my words sometimes.
2020. The best
I try to switch it up. You know.
one. Yeah.
Love it.
Bills are 4-0.
Yeah. They're killing it.
Thanks to Tom Brady leaving the conference.
Do you, that's my next thing. Do you think that's the reason, or do you think that they are actually a contending team?
Well, who do they play the first 4 games? I have not been following that
So,
closely.
let's see.
That's a deciding factor, I think.
We can look that up.
I don't think this is an
You guys
accident,
keep
though.
talking. I'll look it up.
I don't think this is an accident though with the Bills.
I don't think so either.
They've been
they
good
know-
they've been like steadily coming up, the past
they're
few
making
years.
noise.
Think
They're
about
making
the
noise
last
for
few
sure.
years, bro. They've had the same coach.
All right, boys. They played the Jets, the Dolphins, the Rams, and the Raiders. The Rams and Raiders were okay.
Okay.
but
The Rams and Raiders are,
Raid-
are
and
big
Raiders
wins.
was away. The Raiders was away in Vegas.
That was,
So those 2 wins are actually big time because
Yep.
those 2 teams started off pretty well.
Dude, and that game they played against Oakland was a tight one. They only won by a touchdown.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
So it's like
I think the Bills are legit. And like
Yes, they
JPO
are.
was just saying, they've been building this for the past since really
Last
they
year they
drafted
were
Josh
good.
Allen. I think Josh Allen's a beast. He could fucking run. He could throw. He's a gunslinger too. He's a big boy.
and this is his
He's a good
3rd
quarterback.
season.
Yeah.
yes, I believe
Yeah,
so.
yeah, this is his 3rd season. Because again, like what we were saying before the show, before we started, him, that draft, Josh Allen, Darnold, Rosen, Baker,
Mahomes.
and Rosen.
No, Mahomes was the year before that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
before.
my bad. Yeah.
But Rosen is the only one that sucks ass. Well, you could say Darnold.
Somebody's gotta
sucks
suck
ass,
the
too.
ass.
Yeah. But I mean,
there's got to be someone out there
Well, anyway, not to go down that road right now.
of
but-
sucking ass.
No, but the Bills. This is the AFC East is now the Bills division. I
Yeah.
think 100%.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I believe
mean,
that. That's a
until
power
until
take
obviously
right there.
Cam,
Yeah.
comes back
So-
from COVID.
Yeah,
So
go
that's
ahead.
a good. That's a good. We can kind of use both those points too. Bills and Patriots, because the Patriots still, and Cam is my fucking fantasy quarterback.
Yeah, and I was gonna say we'll talk about fantasy later.
Yeah,
I want you
Well,
to get
no,
into it. It's funny.
fantasy's been rough. You know,
Yeah,
with all
and-
these injuries.
Yeah. So we'll get into
However,
it.
you really fucked me yesterday.
I think that saying that the AFC East is the Bills conference right now is a little early.
Think.
I think at 4-0, you can say that all day, but let's see how the season progresses because
100%. It's
you still
definitely
have
so early.
Bill fucking Belichick as the
Oh
coach.
yeah.
And Cam Newton, I mean, you just said, I mean, Cam Newton's been amazing. Yeah, COVID, whatever.
he's
but
been
like,
It's not even his fault. It's not like he's
It's
hurt.
not,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
And I'm a Jets fan,
Yeah.
so for me to say that,
No, dude,
Rough.
I think they once again, dude.
Trevor Lawrence, Trevor
Per
Lawrence.
usual, dude, the Patriots
I like
just
Sam
found a
Darnold.
way
Me
to.
too, but
one of those teams is going to have a wild card spot in the playoffs. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
and honestly, if you're the other team, you wouldn't want to face either in the wild card.
No.
Absolutely not.
No. The Bills just have way too many weapons. They added Stephon Diggs. Like he's
making
running up and
Moss
down.
catches.
Yeah, he's running up and down the field, and Josh Allen is putting him in the right spots at the
Yeah.
right time, and it's
Yep.
getting scary to the sense that they're making some noise and they're doing it quickly.
I mean, dude, they're the first quarter of the season, they're undefeated. Like, we went over the teams that they played, and like you could say, 2 of them are like kind of trash teams.
No, not
but
kind of. You're just because you're a Jets fan.
But the Bills have good. It doesn't even matter. I think if they played against the top competition in the league in this first quarter,
I think it's safe
they
to
would
say.
still might be like 4-0 or 3-1. We don't know, but I'm just saying they have a good team, bro. They have talent on that team.
Good teams have to win the games they have to win.
Josh Allen,
you
yeah,
know?
Exactly.
So they did that for the first
They're
4
the-
games.
They're
Every-
winning the games that they have to.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Essentially,
nobody was
is
really
the best way to put it.
Nobody hypes up Josh Allen or the Bills really for that matter. But now I think we'll see, dude. This might be
Look at Diggs outstretching right there.
the fucking
making
Bills
the
might
first
be
play.
hanging out up here with like the Chiefs and the Ravens eventually, dude.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, I think they need a couple more pieces.
Yeah,
whether
they
it's
definitely do.
defensively.
But in time, I'm saying.
Yeah,
in time.
exactly.
Probably might
They're
be.
on that track
They might
for
be.
sure.
We'll see. They're on the track, I think.
Shall we go down south?
I think it's time. I mean, we just talked about him. You know, it was his division. Tom Brady. Tom Brady has the Bucks at 3-1. Had a monster game.
Monster game.
396 yards, 5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
He did throw a pick. It was a pick 6 too.
Yeah.
But he's turning that team around down in
43 years
Tampa.
old, right?
43,
Yeah.
and he's still winning ball games.
I mean,
Big time, though. That was a big win. I turned the game off because I was like, okay, well, sucks for Tom Brady.
San Diego went up big early.
Yeah.
Move.
It was like 24-7 early.
Dude,
Justin
Yeah,
Herbert
I
had
know.
the boys moving.
Yep.
They were scoring touchdowns, and they were stopping them. They couldn't move the ball.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, something clicked. And
Brady.
I wonder
saw-
what
we saw Tom.
I wonder what was said on the sidelines to his offense, because I know that he was the one that would say something. I don't
Yo.
think the coach has that much control over the team to get them to do or perform that way. You know, it was such a I don't know how to word it, but it was amazing to see them not do so well in the first half, and then all of a sudden, boom! like-
Yeah.
it was crazy. I mean, he was dropping dimes all over that field yesterday.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable.
And we know, and to your point too, like how many times have we seen Brady flip out on the sidelines? How many? There's like a highlight of Brady's flip outs on the sideline. Thank you,
fucking rookie.
JPO with the assist right there.
Hey, speaking of
So good.
rookie,
What do we
Joe
got?
Burrow.
Oh yeah.
Joe
and
Burrow
Herbert,
picks up
and
his-
Herbert.
and Herbert.
But,
See, that's the
but
opposite.
Joe-
of
but
Joe
Joe
Burrow's the
Burrow got his
opposite of
first-
Tam as a rookie.
He's successful.
He's successful, and he just won his first game yesterday
Fuck it up.
as a starter,
that's fantastic.
which is unbelievable. Threw for like 300 yards, touchdown. He did have a pick, but he's been playing pretty well through the first couple games of the
300
season.
plus
300 plus
each game.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah,
he's
no,
really
he can
he's
sling
really
it.
chucking that ball around.
I mean, he is on the Bengals, so
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean
he's
they're in rebuild. They're definitely in rebuild, trying to find the right formula, I guess.
they've been in
I don't-
rebuild.
I don't
for their
really know.
whole lifetime.
Well, dude, I mean, they've sucked for the last 20 years, dude.
Yeah.
They get to like
Yeah.
Marvin
they got
Lewis,
it together,
Marvin Lewis,
and they
dude.
kind of
Yeah.
They'll make the playoffs. but
Tato
then they're not gonna
Tosinko.
do anything. Yeah,
Make the playoffs.
Carson
and then Andy
Palmer.
Dalton,
Carson Palmer, dude.
Andy
Dalton.
Dalton would just
Yeah.
like choke in the
They're all
playoffs
trash,
every
dude.
time.
So yeah, so I mean, we'll see if Burrow can
Yeah, but
get
he's
him
like,
with a playoff one. But I mean, who knows if they get there this year? Even probably not. But I mean, just looking at if we're just talking about Burrow individually, I mean, he looks sick.
he does.
He looks sick.
He's
He
comfortable.
can fucking sling it.
He's
yeah,
comfortable
he's
back
the real
there.
deal.
He's definitely NFL ready.
Yeah.
That's their
He's
That's
a
their
humble
franchise piece
kid,
now.
too.
I think Ohio should just be proud of LeBron James and just
Oh my god.
discount everybody else.
sorry, Ohio.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
I know, honestly.
And too, to kind of go back to like a second ago too with Herbert too. Herbert is another rookie quarterback that looks like he has promise too, dude.
he's controlling that offense. They're a pretty good team. I mean, I know they lost to Eckler.
I mean, they
He's
went-
gonna be out
yeah,
for a
yeah,
while,
yeah,
but
yeah.
he's doing well. I think he's 0-3 as a starter though. But it's like the
True.
record really doesn't mean anything in the sense
That's
of
what I'm
he's
saying, dude.
performing. He's just
Right.
making that one
Exactly.
mistake.
Look at his
Exactly.
QB rating. and-
Exactly.
and go
It's
from
like
there.
he makes that one mistake
they-
each week,
Yeah.
and then that's it. That's what costs them the
And
game.
then yesterday, dude, they were toe to toe with a Tom Brady led Bucs team.
Exactly. He was throwing
So-
touchdowns. He was going back and forth with Tom
Yeah.
for a majority of the day. That game
Yeah.
was unbelievable. They were
Yeah.
putting up points like
And-
it was nothing,
Yeah.
The
which
little-
was wild.
Yeah, and a little bit of Hard Knocks too that I saw. I didn't see much of it, but just like I saw some clips. Like Herbert looks like he's gonna be solid.
He's got the height, dude. He's huge.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
He
He's
is
definitely a big
huge,
guy.
and he looks so like comfortable back there.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. But anyway, we're gonna get into a sore subject
A
of
touchy
mine,
subject for you.
a touchy subject for me.
Oh boy.
Sunday Night Football, Niners, Eagles. Both teams were destroyed by the injury bug. Eagles had Carson Wentz. All his receivers were hurt. Niners didn't have Jimmy G. Got some key guys
What
back.
happened to Jimmy G?
So he has a high ankle sprain. It was injured in the Jets game. He didn't play the second half.
Yep.
Was listed as day-to-day, but I think it's probably a little bit more severe.
Yeah.
But he's not. He wasn't playing yesterday. And Eagles get their first win. They now lead
That
the NFC East, which is
terrible.
my next question. Is that probably one of the worst
Yeah,
divisions in football?
It
definitely.
is the worst.
It's the worst.
I think it's the worst
It's in the basement.
ever.
Dude, it's awful. I mean, the Giants suck. The Eagles suck. The Cowboys suck.
Yeah, Cowboys lost to the Browns last night again.
Dude, I mean,
that's their second
the NFC
loss.
East, man, it's just garbage. I mean, the Redskins suck too. Although Haskins.
Whoa,
the
first of all,
Haskins-
they're called the
Oh, yeah, the
Washington,
Washington
D.C.
football
Yeah,
team,
the
right, right, right.
Washington,
The Washington
football,
football
team.
team.
If we gotta be
My
proper
apologies.
here.
Mike, edit that out, will you?
And, first of all, that sounded Italian. You said, "Makalakata."
Hey, Michael, edit that out, yeah?
Edit it out.
Hey, Michael, edit that out, yeah? Yeah. But yeah, so no, the NFC is trash.
Yeah, I mean,
Brutal.
the Eagles looked good last night. I mean, their defense was hungry. They were after the
Yeah.
ball. They were after the quarterback, putting pressure on. Got a couple key turnovers. They looked good. I mean, better than they had the first couple weeks. Carson Wentz made some throws. So, guys, he didn't even know. They called some people up from the practice squad. It was crazy.
Really?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
played.
yeah.
He
You know-
played
yeah.
pretty well. Like with those guys who he probably has never thrown the ball to before.
Yeah.
Like he played very well under the
Yeah.
circumstances of Sunday Night Football. They're 0-2-1.
He did a good
They
job
tied
of
a
working
game.
with what he had to work with.
Exactly. And they executed the game plan and
Yeah.
got the win. I think they're gonna probably play a little better as the season goes on once they start getting guys back and stuff like that.
Eagles-
But
The Eagles are probably who I would hang my hat on in that division, honestly. Or people would probably say the Cowboys too, but
they don't look good at all.
I'm throwing my hat. If I was a betting man, I would bet the Eagles to win that division. Still,
Bullshit.
I would.
No, the whole division.
Who are you thinking?
Dallas probably, right?
I think they're all gonna. I think they're all gonna have the same record. Like,
Yeah, literally.
2 and 14.
They're all gonna tie.
If it's
JPO's with
possible.
me, I think, and he this is what he thinks of that
6 and
division.
10.
Garbage.
Pretty
Trash.
interesting.
Yeah,
Pretty interesting sound choice there.
that's a brown spot.
That's a good way to put it. Though.
It works. It works. It
He
does
said
work.
It's a proud spot. That's funny.
And then you also have COVID coming through and like wiping full teams out.
Yeah.
like
Tennessee.
I know.
20
Like
cases
Tennessee.
now.
It's crazy.
That's insane.
Cam Newton.
Yep.
We touched on it before.
Yeah.
And hold on, let me go to one thing. How weird is it watching football with no fans in the stands? It's
I
so
think-
weird.
It
I think
changes
all
the whole
sports-
atmosphere.
All sports
sure.
are weird without the fans.
Well,
You know what?
the NBA,
The NBA did a great job with that.
yeah, and I've gotten used to them playing in that.
I know.
on those courts
I
now,
know.
and it's just
Yeah.
like it fucks with your mind a little bit in that setting. But in watching a football game,
no,
it's like
and MLB is weird too.
Well,
See?
dude,
yeah.
MLB,
like
Fox,
the cutouts.
Yeah, they're like,
yeah, or even you'll see on TV, Fox, when somebody hits a ball into the outfield and they go to the you'll see the virtual fans in there.
Yeah, they do.
Or
They
it's
do
like
it through like an app or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. But then that looks
are they
like
trying to
shit,
catch the
too.
ball?
They
have
just
their-
put. They
they
just
have their
put
cardboard
like
You
hand
virtual
really have
live
to analyze
fans.
the tape and see. Yeah. They actually have one guy there on repeat just going like this.
yeah.
And but no, that looks weird too, bro, because that's the only time you see the fans on Fox. They'll do that. You won't see them like behind the plate or anything. You only see when somebody hits a ball to the outfield and the camera goes to
I think it'd be funny if
follow
they
the ball.
set
Weird.
up like at what are they called? Fairs. With the when you take a ball and you throw it at those like furry things and,
Yeah.
you try to hit them down.
Yeah, yeah,
Those were behind.
Oh, that would
In
be
the stands?
yeah. That would be funny. So every time like they miss the catcher, might you be able to get there?
Yeah, just as a joke.
They should put charity sponsorship things on there. Like if a baseball pitcher hits it, it's 10,000 to the
yeah.
charity.
Yeah, why don't they do that?
You know?
In the outfield when they hit a home run.
Yeah,
Like in
yes.
this spot, if
Yeah.
they hit a home run in this spot, it's $1,000.
Yes.
Maybe
Maybe we should
fucking
maybe downtown we could send an official
send-
proposal
Yeah.
to MLB headquarters.
Yeah,
Have that thing in Yankee Stadium.
Oh, that'd be fire.
Right?
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, speaking of the Yankees,
are we gonna make the shift?
Are we
Yeah.
making
I think we're gonna make the shift.
Are we good with the NFL? Did we?
I
say what we wanted to say?
think we covered it. I think the whole COVID thing obviously could become a
real thing.
real thing
Yeah.
in the future,
is.
which is something that I know I'm nervous about in the sense of how quickly is this going to spread. I mean, we don't know how all those players from Tennessee or
How
even
they got
personnel got it.
Yeah.
But either way, I think it could be an issue down the road. But there's baseball tonight, and
Pumped.
especially on a special cause, the Yankees are playing tonight.
Are we all Yankees fans?
Yeah.
here?
I think we can
Yeah.
establish that. We can establish
are?
that right now, which is
Are we really?
unbelievable.
That's sick.
That is unbelievable. I think
Hell
this is
yeah.
the first episode I've ever been on with complete Yankee
Fandom.
fandom here.
Awesome.
There we go.
Which is
won't be
unbelievable.
biased. We
No.
won't be biased,
By
but we
any
will
means,
be.
no.
We'll definitely be biased.
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough because they are playing a Rays team in which
Yeah.
we
Oh,
have not
Tam.
had good luck with
Get in there, buddy.
this year.
I know.
I know you have something to
Yeah,
say.
no. It's just it's gonna
He's
be
just-
crazy because during the season, obviously, as every Yankee fan could attest to, it was annoying and you get pissed off when you fucking can't beat Tampa Bay. Of all
Up and
teams,
down.
dude. Usually we own them. We've had definitely in the last decade, more recently, since 2018, right when CC threw it a couple batters down in Tampa and then grabbed his junk. Told them to go fuck themselves, and that's really been
As
the
any
start.
Yankee would.
Yeah, and then this has really been the start of this bad blood up until now with us and Tampa Bay, dude. So this is gonna be a fucking
Well,
ALDS. And-
tell
and-
about you've been up and down with this team, Tam. So you
with
know
the Yanks. No,
yeah.
dude, that was my biggest thing this year was not being able to beat Tampa Bay, bro. Because I'll tell you what, too. Thank God, like the MLB expanded the playoff seedings, dude. From
Oh, that would have been
I
interesting.
would have been sweating even more, bro.
I don't think they would have.
Nah, we
I don't
would've
think they
been-
would have made it.
No,
No.
dude. I mean, too, and losing
They
losing
were
games
the
to the
six.
Marlins too, bro. The Marlins.
They're legit.
The Marlins
They
have
are
never lost
legit.
the Marlins
I-
series in franchise history.
Yeah, do you know this,
Oh,
JPL?
sick. And the
No.
two
The
times that
Marlins,
they've been there.
yeah, the Marlins in their
Fuck outta here.
franchise history have never lost a postseason game when they've entered the postseason. So
Postseason
They've been to the
series.
postseason
postseason
series.
Oh, really?
So they've won the World Series every time they get in.
yeah.
Literally.
But they've been in like
Yeah, twice.
Twice. Literally twice.
97 and 03. 03 was
I fucking
bullshit.
don't ever talk about 03 again. That was
That was bullshit.
I can't believe
That was
we
bad.
lost.
That was
Even though
bad.
I love the D train.
Oh.
He was a 21-year-old pitcher. Like, how can you not love throwing smoking
They
gas?
had Josh Beck on that team too.
Oh, I hated him though.
I hate
He
Josh
was
Beck.
Miggy, a young Miggy.
And young Miguel
Young
Cabrera,
Miguel.
dude.
Oh, yeah.
That team was good.
That team was
That
good,
team
bro.
was really good.
Yankees still should have beat him.
Oh yeah, for sure. But
But anyway,
it's
So,
gonna
yeah,
be a
what are
crazy.
you-
It's
what
gonna
are
be
you
a crazy
thinking?
night. It's the Rays have good pitching.
They do.
And pitching and defense. In the end, like if you put up a couple runs and you have solid pitching and they're meshing in the bullpen, that's tough to beat. Regardless of the power you have or the stars that you have, when people are executing their pitches, good pitching beats good hitting any day of the week.
Let me ask you guys what you thought of Garrett Cole's first season with the Yankees.
I had mixed signals, or mixed feelings, I should say, in the sense that he wasn't that dominant pitcher that we were used to seeing.
You think
from
it got
him.
in his head that he was a Yankee?
I think it got in his head in the sense that he thought he had to put a lot more on his shoulders than he really had to, which
Right.
in some cases are true, because if you looked at the games that he was losing, the lineup that we were putting out there was nowhere near
Yeah.
our starters
Well,
with
right.
everybody on the DL.
Right, but I think it also messed with his head that he was a Yankee. 'Cause he
Yeah.
was a
Oh,
Yankees
for
fan
sure.
As a kid,
That
and,
that
like,
impacts everybody.
It
I
definitely
feel like
does.
I on that point, I don't think that played too much of a part. I think
No?
the only reason I say that is because, I mean, it's funny we're talking about this because Mike and I were talking about this the other day. How like usually some of the pitchers we bring in, how they fucking are garbage,
Trash.
aka Sonny Gray, dude. Like those guys. You know when like New York is too big for those guys. New
Yeah.
York, I don't think New York is too big.
I don't think
No.
it's too big for
Garrett
him,
Cole.
but it also is the sense of they were losing while he was pitching.
Right.
So now that adds a whole nother level of whether it's stress or whatever that he needs to be better.
Right.
And it just wasn't going to happen with the lineup they were putting out there.
Well, I don't think. To your point about New York being too big for him, I don't think it's that at all. Because for one,
Or
he
being a
didn't- he did-
Yankee.
Well,
Yeah,
right,
like
but
you were saying.
yeah, and he didn't have to deal with any of the fans like in the stands during the games. 'cause
Very
that plays
true.
a major part.
You know who
It
that?
is.
Helped, you know who I
players.
think that helped
Getting
a lot?
booed at Yankee Stadium
Oh,
at
the
home
worst.
as
Stanton,
the home
hands
pitcher.
down. We'll get to that,
Yeah,
though.
yeah, we will.
Who,
But,
Stanton? Oh,
yeah,
God.
we'll get to that in a minute.
Oh,
but-
Stanton.
No, because PJ and I were just saying on that point, like I think that helped Stanton a lot this year.
The no fans.
The no
Oh
fans.
yeah,
The no
Having
fans.
he's completely in his head.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
Before he
gosh.
got hurt, people forgot that he was batting like three
yeah.
something.
Yeah, no, he was.
And like hitting
No, he
balls
was sort
hard.
of good. And
But
then
he's a head case. Though.
with yeah, I mean clearly, but he
He's hitting. What's his average?
I
100.
think it's 2 something now, to
103?
be honest with you.
but back to
Christ.
Cole real quick for a
Fucking
second.
$200 million down the toilet.
I also think though,
Yeah.
not having a full spring training for these, especially pitchers, that
And the catchers,
that and the cat played a part too in this for Cole. I think that's why we saw Cole
struggle
struggle
early.
a little bit because those guys need a full spring training.
And you know
You
what?
would say it.
Especially as pitchers, you know, you
Yeah,
have certain
yeah.
ways to approach each team.
I remember somebody asking, like during the first, remember when baseball came back and they called it summer camp,
Yeah.
for the spring training. I remember, Cole getting interviewed on like the first game of that. It was like somebody asked him, "Where are you along in terms of like a spring training?" He was like, "I'm probably about maybe like over a little bit. If we had a full course of a full spring training, I'm probably like halfway there to where I need to be to get ready to go for the full season." So that I think definitely not having full spring training
that did
Played a
play
little
a part
part.
for sure.
played a little
I
part.
also part of it. I maybe think maybe Garrett Cole's got that NBA LeBron kind of effect. Not like LeBron in the sense of like he's that great, but the regular season doesn't matter to him. Playoffs, let's go. Time to turn up.
Yeah, and you heard Aaron Boone say too that all the guys on the Yankees knew it was time to turn it up against Cleveland because we came into the playoffs,
losing streak,
on
right?
and off,
But I
playing
think
like shit, losing to the Marlins, dude.
I think you're seeing that across all sports, though, because
Yeah.
of COVID, that, you're going into a season and you're not fully warmed up yet. Like
Right.
the NFL didn't play any preseason games, and that's why
Bad
a lot
injuries.
of
There's
injuries
a lot
are
of
happening.
injuries.
A lot of
Yeah.
injuries, especially in the NFL.
Yeah.
And, you're seeing it in the NBA, but, I mean, that's kind of normal, I guess, the injuries that you've seen in the bubble. But
Well, especially playing at that high impact, like
Yeah.
they're moving full speed.
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
playing.
they're
hard.
going from playing it at their courts at their houses or
Exactly.
local gyms to a full-on
0 to
pro
100.
basketball.
Yeah.
and like going all out too.
Yeah.
Like these guys are going
Yeah.
hard and
Yeah.
balling. Like they're doing their thing.
Yeah.
But let's touch upon the other game that starts tonight.
There's other series.
The Astros play the A's.
yeah.
Nobody cares.
That's a pretty interesting.
No.
That's a pretty interesting series in the sense of, with this whole grand scheme of things,
Yeah.
the Astros got caught cheating. We all know about it.
Yeah.
But they're still alive.
A
They're
contender,
playing
yeah.
for an ALDS against the A's, who are a good young team.
Yep.
That should be a fun series to watch. Thoughts? Anything that you guys want to
I-
add?
I'll
when it
watch the
comes to that?
highlights.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta
So
say.
Yeah.
to the overall picture, there's bad blood in every one of these division series. There's bad blood. A's and Astros cleared benches this year. We all know, like we just talking about, the Yankees and Rays don't like each other at all. They threw at each other this year.
They cleared benches this year
They cleared
too.
benches this year.
And then the
and then
Padres.
the Padres.
I
the
want-
Padres are
Dodgers.
bad
I
blood.
want to watch that series.
That's
I'm
bad blood,
interested in that.
too.
Padres, but to so let's talk. We'll go Astros A's for right now. So with this thing with the Astros, everybody's like, and you got Correa saying, "Oh, like to all the haters, like look at us now, look at us now." So what? Yeah, look at you now. Okay, you still cheated, bro. You still had
Like,
garbage
nothing
cans. You
changed.
still knew the pitch
Yeah.
that was coming, bro. I don't care. What is this? This year has nothing to do with that year. You cheated, bro. That year. Look at us now. Okay, yeah, I am looking at you. What about it? Congratulations, you guys made the fucking playoffs, like everybody else does, like without cheating.
Right.
Oh, sick.
Yeah,
They're a talented team. They probably didn't even need to cheat. They still could have gotten as far as they did. But now, fuck them.
It's
Honestly,
interesting
We'll
'cause
never know.
We'll never know.
these
Yeah,
games
it's
are
true.
also
It's
played
sad,
in
though.
a bubble format.
Yeah, that's
Um,
right.
These
We're not-
playoffs.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. Well, this series now. So the wild
Sorry,
card.
now.
The
Okay.
wild card was at the home field of the higher seed.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Where's
this
the bubble
one,
located?
So the ALDS is in San Diego and LA. So the Yankees are playing in San Diego, and then
Right.
the Astros A's are in LA.
Got it.
And then we have the Braves and the Padres series. So the
Mm-hmm.
Braves, Marlins, Padres, Dodgers. Those games are in Arlington and Houston. I don't
Okay.
know which one's where.
So
But
Texas and California.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Texas and California. And then the NLCS and World Series are in Arlington.
Right.
And then I think the ALCS is in San
LA.
Diego.
Yeah, I was saying yeah.
One of those two.
In California.
Yeah, so they're-
California is where the American League is going to be chilling, and Texas is where the National League
exactly.
is
So
chilling.
they're just
Oh.
trying to keep people in the same
is smart.
space,
They just saw the
which
rundown.
makes sense. But it's interesting because the NLCS and World Series that is
Yeah.
going to be held in Arlington are allowing fans. I
Nice.
think like
Yeah.
11,000
11,000.
fans or
That's
something like
awesome.
that.
11,000.
That's
Which
awesome.
is
That should be
interesting.
interesting. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Because like in a sense, why now? Though?
Right.
Right.
Why not throughout the whole playoffs?
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
so thoughts?
the difference.
Anybody got thoughts on that?
I mean, dude, because
I want to know why they only allow certain football games to have fans.
I think honestly, I
State
think
to
that
state.
on the
I think
state.
it's
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
based on the state and. I mean, dude, I don't
Florida's
know.
like, yeehaw, fuck it.
I'll tell you
everybody
what
here.
though. Speaking of to keep going on the format for a little bit, I'm as a Yankee fan, I'm definitely a little bit more happy that we don't have to go to Tampa Bay
Yep.
and play this series.
Oh,
bro.
for
'Cause
sure.
Historically, dude, we
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
play the best in that piece of shit Tropicana field. So I'm kind of glad
It's
we
a shitty field.
dude.
It is.
They don't-
yeah, I've seen.
They don't do well with ticket sales at all.
He's been
I've
there.
seen mock-ups for the. They're supposed to get a new stadium.
Their fans
the
don't
Rays.
care
It
if
looks
they win.
sick.
Yeah.
It looks sick. I saw this mock-up though like a year or two ago. So who the hell knows what's going on?
Well,
with
that has been a talk, like in talks for a while, but
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know if they're
exactly.
ever gonna pull the trigger.
Who knows? They
Because I don't
probably-
think they could stay in St. Pete. Because
Dude,
that's the problem.
I mean, a year ago they were talking about going back and forth between Tampa Bay and Montreal.
yeah, to get
Jesus
that like
Christ.
Canada audience
Yeah.
again.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, that would have been interesting, for sure. Like, I mean, the Expos when they were a
Yeah.
team was pretty cool. Like, they
I
were
know, I
fun to
thought
watch.
so.
Like that.
Yeah, me too.
That was a cool concept in the
Yeah, it
sense
was.
of like colors. You know, they had
Yeah,
Vlad
yeah, yeah.
Guerrero.
Yeah,
like,
I love that.
That was a
Yeah.
fun team
Pedro
to watch.
Martinez. They had a
Yeah.
young Pedro Martinez
Yeah,
back in the day.
Pedro.
Hey Pedro.
Hey,
vote,
Pedro.
vote for Pedro.
You better vote for Pedro.
But no, I'm happy that the Yankees don't have to play in Tampa. And then with the others, with A's Astros, I mean, I don't know. That's gonna be a dogfight.
It's going to be a
That's
fun
gonna be a
series.
dogfight.
Both teams can put runs up. They got
Yeah.
good pitching. I mean, I know the Astros don't have Verlander. He's out for the season, but it should be a fun series to watch.
Yes.
I'm excited to see if the Marlins can keep going against the Braves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, they're a good young team. Like, they're doing well.
It's just funny because we all know that over a real season, the Marlins aren't making it. So
Yes.
the Marlins are a good example of a team we saw that over 162 games wasn't going to make it, but then took advantage of this new 60 game season that post Corona, or not post Corona, but coming back from the Corona.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
They could play though. Like
I know.
they're fighting. And then we all just talked about it. Padres, Dodgers.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a crazy series. Tatis versus Mookie Betts.
Yeah. Yeah. There'd be a lot of dingers in that series.
A lot of dingers, huh?
A lot of dingers.
A lot of humdingers.
Yes.
That's gonna be a fun series for sure.
Let's do predictions before we get out of here, though.
Yeah,
let's do
I wanna know.
picks. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Let's put on our
For finals for MLB and NFL, since this is our first sports show, let's get them out, boys.
Well, we hope the Yankees are in the World Series, right?
Well, we hope, but what do you guys?
Yeah,
I'm
let's-
saying Yankees and Padres.
Ooh,
Wow,
okay.
I like that.
I like that too. That would be
that.
fire, actually. That'd be a great little battle.
I don't know, man. I don't like doing these things. I'm superstitious.
I'll tell you.
Just be careful what you say.
Yeah.
I know.
Yes.
I'll say the Yankees will be there at the end versus Atlanta.
Wow.
Whoa.
Like 96.
Roller coaster.
Wow.
That's how. This is how the Yankees are gonna kick this new dynasty off and play Atlanta again.
Honestly,
just like
I
we did
think
back
it's
in
going to be.
96.
I think it's going to be the Yankees. I think they're going to go on a run. I'm feeling real confident with the way that they play
They're
against the
hitting their
Indians.
stride. Yeah.
I think they're really actually playing team baseball now.
hope so.
I think we can agree on
I
that.
think so, and I hope.
I
so,
hope
yeah.
so, at least. And I think we're going to get what everybody seems to want and has been wanting. It's going to be the Yankees and the Dodgers.
Dodgers, yeah.
Let's be real here. It's going to happen.
That'd
It's
be
bound to
epic.
happen. And I think this is the year
That'd
for
be
sure.
sick.
You got
Everybody's been
Cole.
waiting for
You
that
got
for the
Cole
last,
in
like,
his
3-4
first year with the Yankees.
Yep.
They're healthy now.
Yep.
You got Mookie Betts playing at a
Yep.
high level for the Dodgers, and that team is
Kershaw is
good.
playing well.
They got a good team there,
They got
and I think it's
Fantastic
going to
team.
happen this year.
That'd be sick.
We'll see.
My dad would like to see that game.
That would
Yeah.
be wild.
I mean, that would be,
That series.
dude. That's a classic match. That's for
That'll take a lot of
that's
people back.
Classic matchup. Yeah,
That'll take a lot of
Yankees,
people back
Dodgers,
for
dude.
sure.
They've met a few times around the '70s, dude.
Yeah.
That's a historic
Well, you know,
matchup in the MLB.
right?
Yeah, Yankees Dodgers.
Go ahead, JPO.
Nothing. No.
Okay.
I'm sure you already know
What?
that the Dodgers are in Brooklyn.
Right.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
But I think
No
that's
matter
why.
if they were in
that's
LA
why,
or
yes.
Brooklyn. No,
That's-
but when the Yankees and
Yes.
Dodgers played though, they were already in LA.
All right, Dad.
Like they were in the '70s.
Okay, Dad.
In the '70s.
Mike, you didn't make your picks.
Yankees for sure. Yeah, Yankees are winning it this year.
Let's
Hot take.
We said we weren't going to be biased, but every single
No,
one of us
no.
picked the Yankees.
Let's
And there's
not-
3 other teams that are actually really, really good.
I don't mean
because they're in
to
the
jump
playoffs.
ahead.
No, yeah.
I don't mean to jump ahead. Let's worry about Tampa for right now. But God willing, like all goes well, we get through Tampa.
We're
I'd
good
like
for the
ano-
rest of the way.
I'd like another shot at Houston, man.
You want to just spank
I
that?
want
no,
little-
yeah, I want to.
You want to spank that little ass?
ALC, yeah, I do.
You know what I'm talking
It'd
about,
be
right?
sick-
yeah.
You
I
want
wanna see
Judge to
Garrett
just
go
pick
up
him up.
against Altuve.
We're gonna take the judge and we're gonna teach you a lesson.
Fucking stole the MVP from Judge. You cheating
Fucking
little bastard.
cheating little.
Yeah.
so
But let's one thing at a time.
Yeah.
Let's
Let's
worry
stay
about Tampa
healthy.
right now. Let's
Yeah.
Stay healthy, make it through the Rays. I
Game
think
at
if
a
we
time.
do make it through the Rays, though, I think we're in very good shape.
Yeah.
But that's on
big
a
if.
that's on a completely
Hey.
unbiased opinion right there.
Yeah.
All right.
And one other thing too, and again to not be Yankees biased, Yankees bullpen not looking so good, dude. And the Rays bullpen is
Looking scary.
looking pretty good. They got guys. Who am I? Well, I got a whole stable full of guys that'll pitch 98 miles an hour. Fucking Kevin Cash, shut the fuck up, dude.
Whoa.
Fucking Tampa Bay.
I know.
All right,
I
we're
love
gonna,
that. I
we're,
love the
we're
energy.
starting to get a little biased here.
I know. I love the
energy.
With
Heat up a
that
bit.
being
Throw that in,
said,
though.
with that being said, also want to give a quick shout out. They deserve it. Tampa Bay Lightning, NHL
Oh, yeah,
Stanley
big
Cup
time.
Oh
champions.
yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
Shout out Tampa Bay.
Shout out Tampa Bay. They were pretty dominant throughout the whole playoffs.
Yeah.
They well deserved Stanley Cup Finals.
Yeah.
I
I always like seeing them doing
Yeah,
good.
no, they really, I mean, took that playoff bubble and just kind of ran with
Yeah.
it.
When you have
They
the-
were the best team.
I used
obviously.
to have a Tampa Bay Lightning starter pullover from back in the day.
That's
You gotta,
fire.
you gotta
90s.
think too,
That's
bro.
fire. If you
Like-
still had that? That
Oh, I know.
after
I
what
had
happened-
that, and I had an older San Jose Sharks.
damn.
With the big shark on the back.
Oh,
Fire.
dude.
with the green and that green, like
Oh, the teal.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
Yeah, dude.
That's
But
clean.
you got to think
Yeah.
too what happened to Tampa Bay last year. They're the number one, they're the sickest team, and they get swept in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, so they had some vengeance, and
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, they
They definitely came
They
back.
relieved it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walked away with the champ,
And
as
they,
champs or whatever.
similarly to the Rangers, they were kind of been building up to this for the past like 5 years, I think.
Yeah, no, they were rebuilding
4
for
or
a
5
while. They
years.
weren't. I mean, they weren't really
They've been building-
relevant
they've
for.
been-
And unfortunately, like the Rangers didn't get to where Tampa Bay ultimately got. And remember a few years back in like 2014 when it was the Rangers and the Lightning in the conference finals, and that was the year the Rangers. That was like 2014 or 15. Everybody thought the Rangers were going to go on and win the cup that year, but then the Tampa Bay beat the Rangers in the conference finals in like 7 games, I think. that year.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, the Rangers after that kind of went down, and Tampa Bay continued to,
Tampa Bay continued to
to
rebuild.
elevate, and they obviously, like we just said, they won this year. So
Lakers in 5. I'm gonna leave it at that.
yeah, I agree.
We're gonna
Probably.
wrap this
PJ.
thing up. We got a lot of sports going on. We got a lot of exciting.
Next show's
I'm going to
Friday.
say 6. I'm going to say Lakers in 6.
Lakers. And
We're
six.
gonna stick with 5,
Heat
and we're gonna
up, Mike.
and the 49ers are not done yet. Just saying.
All right, Jimmy G.
See you guys Friday.
Sounds good. Great being here.
See you guys.
Peace.
What's happening?
What's poppin'? She a rebound, no robbing. She look better.